I feel like having a closet full of clothes and still feeling like you have nothing to wear is basically a universal experience at this point, okay? It's like I bought all these cute pieces. Why do I hate every outfit I put together? The good news is it's not you, girl, okay? It's just your approach to your wardrobe. And today we're gonna break down 8 sneaky reasons as to why you feel like you have nothing to wear, and more importantly, how we're gonna fix it. Some of these reasons are mindset shifts, some are a little styling habits, and some are just some shopping mistakes that we have all made. But once you know what's really going on, you'll start to see your clothes differently. You'll stop feeling stuck, and getting dressed will actually feel fun again. And just to be clear, this isn't about, running out and buying a whole new wardrobe. This is about working smarter with what you already own, filling in actual gaps, and knowing how to use your closet in ways that feel fresh. So let's just get into it. All right, so reason number 1 why you feel like you have nothing to wear is because you're limiting yourself. And here's what I mean by that, okay? You might be stopping yourself from buying pieces that you know you'd actually wear just because you have something similar. Like, let's just say, you already own a full-length leather jacket and you wear it all the time and it's your go-to. Then you see a cropped leather jacket online and immediately tell yourself, nope, I don't need that. I already have a leather jacket. But you know deep down that you would wear that cropped version just as much, maybe even more, because it would open up a whole new set of outfit possibility. That crop length might just be the missing piece to balance out, certain jeans or dresses. And what happens instead? You force yourself to buy something completely different, like a barn jacket or, a trendy piece, just to say that you're adding variety, but then it just hangs out in your closet because realistically it doesn't fit your style or your lifestyle. And the truth is, variety doesn't always mean totally different items, okay? Variety can mean having 5 pairs of jeans that all fit slightly different. Maybe you have 5 pair of wide leg jeans, or maybe you have 5 different pair of straight leg jeans, or 5 different pair of crop jeans. Or maybe you have 2 pair of sneakers, 1 pair to dress up and 1 is a chunkier pair that feels a little bit casual and sporty. Those little differences can completely change how your outfits look and feel. So if you're someone who constantly reaches for the same silhouettes or the same staple piece, like you live in straight leg jeans or you're always throwing on that one blazer, it might be worth asking, would having a slightly different version of this piece actually make my wardrobe more exciting? Or even maybe the same version but in a different color? Because when you stop limiting yourself and allow yourself to have variations of things that you genuinely love to wear versus trying to have one of every different type of thing, your closet starts to feel way more versatile, and that's when you stop getting bored with your outfits. Reason number 2 is that you're overcomplicating your outfits, okay? I think a lot of us get stuck here because we feel like every single outfit needs to have like one big moment. Like, it just needs to be that outfit. Like, it has to have that wow factor, or people are gonna think like, oh, she's just looking regular. Oh, her outfit ain't nothing. Like, you feel like every single outfit has to be a 10 out of 10 hit. But most great outfits, most 10 out of 10 hits are actually really simple. The magic usually comes from the little details, not some big dramatic piece. For example, let's just say you put on jeans and a white tee. In your head, you're like, it's boring, but then you add a belt, then you throw on some gold hoops, and suddenly it's effortless and chic. Nothing wild happened. You didn't add sequins or, some crazy print. You just leaned into the small details. Or maybe you just throw on a basic black dress. You could wear it with sneakers and a baseball cap for a casual look, or swap those for heels and a clutch for a dressy night out. Same dress, 2 totally different vibes. So if you're constantly feeling like you have nothing to wear, it might be because you're putting too much pressures on your clothes to do the heavy lifting. You don't always need a statement piece or a brand new item to feel stylish. Sometimes it's just rolling up your sleeves, throwing on your hat, switching up your shoes. The point is, don't overthink it, okay? Simple outfits with thoughtful little tweaks almost always look the most put together. I did a whole video about, understanding the little details that make your simple outfits pop. So I'll leave that video linked down below if you want more, ways of how you can make your simple outfits not so simple. Reason number 3 is that you're playing it safe, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, having, your go-to staples and a signature style is a good thing. But if you always reach for the exact same formula, like the same jeans, the same t-shirt, the same sneakers, you're going to get bored. And that boredom is what makes you feel like you have nothing to wear. Now, safe outfits aren't bad, okay? In fact, they're usually the foundation of an effortless wardrobe. But when everything starts to feel a little too repetitive, that's your sign to switch things up, and it doesn't have to be dramatic. For example, maybe you always wear skinny jeans or straight leg jeans. Maybe try a wide leg or a crop pair. It can instantly make your tops feel fresh again. Or if you always wear neutral sweaters, then try one in a rich fall color like burgundy or olive. Still feels safe, but it adds just enough excitement. Even accessories can push you out of that too safe zone, okay? Say you're always wearing the same gold studs, okay? Try some chunky hoops or, a layered necklace. If your go-to is always a classic black bag, maybe rotate in a tan or a burgundy bag just to add a little bit of depth. Small changes like this give your closet a little bit more dimension without making you feel like, you're totally out of your style, you're totally out of your, way out of your comfort zone. Sometimes playing it too safe is also about textures too. If all of your outfits are cotton tees and denims, try adding a satin blouse or a chunky knit or even a faux leather. The outfit is still simple, but the texture is going to make it a little bit more interesting. So if you've ever been feeling like you're in a style rut, take a look at your comfort zone and ask yourself, what's one small swap I can make that's different but still feels like me? That little tweak may be all you need to fall back in love with your wardrobe. All right, so reason number 4 is that your clothes don't actually match your lifestyle anymore. This happens so often, and usually sometimes we don't even realize it. Like maybe you used to work in an office every day, so half your closet is blazers, pencil skirts, heels, but now you work from home and your day-to-day life is more about jeans and just casual tops and comfy shoes. Of course, you're gonna feel like you have nothing to wear because the majority of your closet is for a version of your life that you don't live anymore. Or maybe it's the opposite, okay? Maybe your closet is full of casual clothes, okay? Your leggings, your tees, your sneakers, because that's all you've worn for years. But now you're starting to go to more dinners, more events, or you just want to look a little bit more put together on the weekends, and suddenly when you open up your closet, you don't see anything that works for those moments. And it doesn't even have to be something big like, a new job. Lifestyle shifts can be subtle. Maybe you moved into a different climate and the fabrics you own don't work anymore. Or maybe you became a mom and you just started going out with your friends again. Your life changes and your wardrobe needs to keep up. So here's the fix, okay? Take a realistic look at what your week actually looks like, okay? How many days are you casual versus dressy? How many times do you need business attire versus weekend wear? If your closet doesn't reflect those ratios, you're always gonna feel like you have nothing to wear. So instead of thinking, I need a whole new wardrobe, the question becomes, what pieces are missing that would actually fit my current life? Sometimes it's just adding 2 or 3 intentional items like a pair of dressy flats or a couple of versatile tops can completely change the way that your closet works for you. Okay, reason number 5 is that you're shopping randomly instead of strategically, okay? And listen, I get it. We've all been there. You see something on sale, you see a trend that's all over TikTok or Instagram, and you're like, okay, that's cute, I need it. You buy it, you wear it maybe once, and then it sits in your closet because it doesn't actually go with anything else that you own. That's when you start to feel like you have nothing to wear, not because you don't have enough clothes, but because the pieces that you bought don't talk to each other. They don't mix and match. They just sit there like single one-off items. For example, maybe you bought a bright statement skirt because it looked amazing online, and when you got home you realized none of your tops actually work with it. Or maybe you grabbed a trendy pair of shoes but the rest of your wardrobe doesn't match that vibe. Now you have a closet full of orphans, okay, clothes you like individually but can't actually wear in real life. So here's the mindset shift, okay? Every time you shop, ask yourself, what role is this piece going to play in my wardrobe? And also ask yourself, what is this going to go with that I already own, okay? That's really important, okay? If you can't immediately think of at least 2 to 3 outfits, it's probably not going to be worth it. And this is what I mean when I talk about, shopping with intention. Instead of impulse buying, you start feeling actual gaps in your wardrobe. Like, okay, I have bottoms but no casual tops. Let me go grab 2 basic tops that I can rotate. Or, you know, I keep wishing I had shoes that dress down my outfit, so maybe I just need a clean white sneaker. That's how you go from having a closet full of random clothes to a wardrobe that actually works together, because when you shop strategically, every new piece makes your old pieces feel fresh again. Alrighty, so reason number 6 is that you don't understand the purpose of the pieces in your closet, okay? This one right here is a game changer, because once you understand the purpose behind what you own, getting dressed is going to become so much easier. Instead of staring at your clothes thinking nothing works, you know, you already know the role that each piece plays in your wardrobe. So let me give you an example, okay? Basics, we all got those, okay? A plain white tee, a solid blank tank, your neutral, you know, go-to long sleeve. Their job is to be easy. They're the glue that makes the outfits come together. If I'm stuck, I know I can grab a white tee and jeans and it's fine. That's the purpose of basics. But then most people get stuck because they don't apply the same logic to the rest of their wardrobe. Like for me, I have this pair of sandals that you guys see if you watch any of my other styling videos with the gold buckle. The only reason I really reach for those is when I want to dress an outfit up. I'm not putting them on with joggers to run errands. They serve one specific purpose, and knowing that makes it so much easier to build outfits. Same thing with my purses, okay? Some of them are strictly for casual days, while others are clearly dressy. Even if a bag technically matches, I won't grab it unless it fits the purpose for the vibe that I'm going for. Once you start thinking like that, the gaps in your closet become more obvious. Like maybe you realize everything you own is super casual, which is why you always panic when you need to be more dressed up. Or maybe you've got a ton of heels and you're constantly wishing you had a sneaker or a chic flat for everyday wear. When you understand the purpose, it's like putting together a puzzle. You can actually see what's missing. And then of course, we're gonna have some pieces that are double duty, which is amazing. For example, I have a black bodysuit, which I can wear with joggers and sneakers for something casual, but then I can also swap the bottoms for like some dark wash jeans and then throw on a little kitten heel, and now it's a little dressy. Same piece, but 2 totally different purposes depending on how I style it. And the reason a lot of us feel like we have a closet full of nothing to wear is because we bought things just because they were cute without asking what role they would play. Okay, when you shop and organize your wardrobe with purpose, like this is my go-to for casual, this is my go-to for dressy, you'll stop feeling stuck and actually start enjoying your closet again. And also, when you know the purpose of your clothes, it makes it easier to style, because a lot of people don't have trouble picking out outfits, but they don't know how to style them, and that's because they don't know the purpose of their pieces. Like they don't have any go-to shoes for dressy outfits. They don't have go-to purses that are more dressy. Like they can't comprehend that. They just bought it because it's cute and didn't think like, oh, this purse is going to dress up an outfit. So if I throw on a tee and jeans and I need to dress it up, let me grab this purse. Let me grab those shoes. That'll make putting your outfits, your complete outfit, and styling it completely way easier, and it'll make it click, you know, better in your brain of this is how I need to put an outfit together. Reason number 7 is that you're not experimenting enough with what you already own. Sometimes the reason we feel bored with our wardrobe isn't because we don't have enough clothes, it's because we keep styling them the exact same way every single time. And after a while, of course, you're gonna get sick of your go-to top and jeans combo if that's the only way that you wear it. So I'll give you guys another personal example. So for me, I'm naturally a casual person. I love comfort, I love simple outfits. That's just my style. But at the same time, I love the look of being more elevated and being more polished, but still like chill and comfortable. And I have definitely been sick of my wardrobe lately, but instead of running out and buying new clothes when I'm, you know, because I'm tired of my basics, I just started experimenting more and playing with pieces that I already have. One of my favorite recent combos is pairing a button-up shirt with my camo cargo pants, okay? Normally you think button-up is more elevated, a little bit more business casual, while camo cargo pants are more, you know, super laid back, super chill, relaxed. But when I put them together, it just works. It felt effortless, but still interesting. And it gave me a whole new way to wear pieces that I already owned. because previously I only paired the button up with jeans. Same thing with vests. I have a couple of vests that I used to only wear one way, but now I love throwing them on with denim or with my more casual wide leg pants. It just gives me that mix of casual and elevated that I've been craving without buying anything new. And this doesn't just apply to me, okay? You can do this with your own closet. Like maybe you have a satin skirt that's maybe saved for your dressy occasions, your night outs, whatever. Try pairing it with a graphic tee and sneakers for daytime. Or maybe you've got that blazer that you only wear to the office or you only wear to an interview or something. What if you layered it over a hoodie with some jeans, or even just like over a graphic tee and jeans? Suddenly it's more casual, cool, elevated instead of, you know, corporate. The point is, you know, sometimes you're not bored of your clothes, you're just bored of how you've been styling them. And instead of feeling like you need a whole new wardrobe, start challenging yourself to make new combinations with what you already have. You'll be surprised how many fresh outfits you can come up with just by mixing your casual and your dressy pieces in ways that you normally wouldn't. Alrighty, and the last reason is that you're holding on to clothes that you know deep down you're never actually going to wear again. And listen, I am so guilty of this. Like, I have a section in my closet of old dresses that I used to wear when I would go out with my friends. And the reality is, I don't go to the club no more. That's just not my lifestyle, okay? And even if I did, I probably wouldn't wear those dresses. I more so reach for pants or something. That's more me now. But I keep holding on to them because I associate them with the memories and the fun times, and they're sentimental. And because of that, they're just hanging up, taking space in my closet. And the problem is, when you hang on to clothes that you're never going to wear, you trick yourself into thinking that you have more options than you actually do. Like, technically, yeah, my closet is full. But in reality, it's a chunk of it that doesn't count because I won't actually put those pieces on. And that's why I don't even mentally consider those dresses as part of my real wardrobe. And I know it could be hard because letting go of clothes can feel like you're letting go of a memory, or you're letting go of, you know, a version of yourself. But these clothes have already served their purpose, okay? You wore them, you lived in them, you've made your memories in them, and now they're just taking up space and keeping you from clearly seeing what you actually have to work with. And it doesn't just have to be, you know, your going out clothes. Maybe it's just a pile of office wear from a job that you don't have anymore, or pieces that don't fit the same but you're just holding on to them just in case. Or maybe it's a trend that you used to love but it just doesn't feel like you anymore. We all have those sections in our closet. So if you're constantly feeling like you have nothing to wear, ask yourself, how much of my closet is filled with clothes that I actually wear versus clothes that I'm just holding on to? Because if half of your closet doesn't even fit your current life, no wonder you feel like you have no options, okay? Bring up that space makes it easier to see what you really have and what you really need. And honestly, it's gonna feel good to let go of those pieces once you've realized that they've done their job, they've served their purpose. Alrighty guys, so those are the 8 biggest reasons why you probably feel like you have nothing to wear even though your closet is full. Hopefully this gave you some light bulb moments, because once you start to notice these patterns, like overcomplicating your outfit, not experimenting with new combos, or holding on to those clothes that don't even fit your lifestyle anymore, you can actually fix the problem. And that's when getting dressed stops becoming stressful and starts being more fun again. At the end of the day, it's not about having more clothes, it's about knowing how to work with what you already own and being intentional about filling in those gaps. And if you feel like you need a little bit more extra help with that, I do offer personal styling services. So whether you want me to help you edit your wardrobe, figure out your style, or even create a personalized lookbook with 30 outfit ideas from your own closet, I got you, okay? I'll link everything down below if you want to check that out. But either way, I want to hear from you, okay? What's one reason from this list that resonated with you the most? Or is there something else that makes you feel like, you know, you have nothing to wear? Leave it in the comments. Let's chat it up. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, hanging out with me today. I hope this inspired you to look at your closet just a little bit differently, okay? Don't forget to like this video, hype it up, and also subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with a friend, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace out.